Hola, bonjour, sawadi, or simply good day. Today, we will be discussing the most significant object in the universe or in the modern era. As you can see, I am wearing the STI Senior High School uniform because my alma mater signifies that it is a computer school before it was renowned. And STI stands for Systems Technology Institute. So I will be presenting using this uniform of the topic that is related to the systems and technology. So keep on tuned in. Okay, so in the contemporary world, once you have heard the terminology modern technology, what comes to your mind? That is right, digital devices. So once we have the term digital devices, we are commonly refer to a computer. So today we will be discussing about the computer hardware, the functions and its significance to human and in the society. Okay, so the first thing or the first computer hardware that we will be talking was all about the computer case. So what is this computer case? So computer case is the part that holds all of the internal components to make the computer itself. So it is usually designed in such a manner to make fitting a motherboard, a wiring, and the drives as easy as possible. So what are the functions of this? So this is designed so well that it is easy to make everything look tidy and presentable too. So this is very significant to people because this will be the primary designed computer hardware in the world. So the next one is the motherboard. So the motherboard is the main board that is screwed directly inside the computer case. All the other cards and everything else plugs directly into the motherboard, hence its name. So the CPU or the central processing unit, the RAM or the random access memory, the drives, the power supply, and more are all get connected into it. So its function is to integrate all the components of the computer so they can communicate and operate together. So the condition is that a good motherboard offers a wide amount of connectivity options. So it has also the least amount of bottlenecks possible. So this allows all the components to operate efficiently and to fulfill their maximum potential as they were designed to do so. Okay, so the third computer hardware to be discussed is the Central Processing Unit or CPU. So most of us are very curious of what is CPU about. Some are being mistaken that the CPU is the large thing that we can see below the computer monitor. So the truth is the CPU is basically like the brain of the computer. So it processes all the information on a computer level. So it takes information from the random access memory and processes it to perform the task required from the computer. So it is usually seated in a socket that utilizes a lever or a latch with a hinged plate with a cutout it to the center to secure it onto the motherboard. So this is the small chip that is referred to a central processing unit. Okay, the fourth one is the random access memory or the RAM. So RAM is a data storage device that can provide fast and read and write access. So RAM is also volatile, which means that it loses all the stored data when power is lost. So the RAM keeps data ready for the CPU to process, So the speed of the RAM is a big contributor to the overall speed of a computer. So it plugs directly into a long slot that has contacts to either side of the slot. So the random access memory has a clock speed. So just like a processor, so it can also overclock to deliver increased performance beyond the intended specification. Okay, the next one is the graphics card. This is the fifth computer hardware device. So, a graphics card processes the data from the motherboard and sends the appropriate information to the motherboard for it to be displayed. So, it can do using HDMI, DisplayPort, DVI, or VGA or Video Graphic Array connector. So, a graphics card can also be referred to as a video card or a display card. So it takes the burden of all the video processing from the main central processing unit. This gives a computer a big boost in performance. Okay, so the next one is the hard drive. So hard drive is found in the most computers. So it is usually a mechanical device or drive that stores all the data. So the hard drive is, apart from storing data, it can also be used as a boot drive to run the operating system from it. So an operating system is a software program that makes a computer usable. Like Microsoft Windows, for example, is the biggest vulnerability of a mechanical drive in physically fragile nature. So one bump the wrong way can destroy a whole drive. A mechanical hard drive contains one or more platters that spin anywhere between 5,200 to 10,000 revolutions per minute. Moving on to the next one is the power supply unit. So the power supply unit mounts inside the computer case. So this converts the AC main supply from the wall socket and supplies the correct DC voltages to all the components inside the computer. So a computer supplies the following voltages. So the first one is the positive 3.3 voltage. So this voltage is supplied to the motherboard. The next one is the positive 5 voltage. So this voltage is supplied to all the motherboard and to the other internal components. The next is the positive 12 voltage. So this voltage is supplied to the motherboard and to other internal components. So the negative 12 voltage is the voltage that is supplied only to the motherboard. Okay, so the next one is the monitor. So usually we will be mistaken that the computer monitor is sometimes called as the television or TV. So by definition, the monitor is what you can use to visualize the graphics data sent to the computer graphics card. So there are various types of monitors on the market, but mostly the commonly used is the LCD backlit or LCD monitor. So there are also variety or different sizes with the different aspect ratios. So the aspect ratios is simply the ratio between height and its width. So the monitors also have fast response time to keep up with the high demands to eliminate delays with user input for graph or gaming. Okay, so we come now to the last computer hardware device. So the last one is the mouse. This is a mouse. So a mouse also allows the computer to move a pointer displayed on the monitor and experience a more intuitive interaction with the computer. So these days, mice have more buttons than common 3. So however, the main 3 buttons allows the user to select, grab, scroll, and access extra menus and options. So a computer mouse can be wired or wireless, like this. So the latter obviously requires batteries. So yeah, it has batteries in it. It is mounted inside the mouse and it has this light that signifies that it is on power on button. So that's it. So now we are done discussing the 10 computer hardware device and its function and significance to you. So I hope that you learned something from what I have discussed to you, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.